Media Network will be here weekdays, 9 to 10 a.m. Central Time, and then again archived on YouTube. So if you can't catch it live, you can go back and watch and or listen anytime it's convenient for you. Thanks again to Kish's Complete Car Care Center, family-owned and operated. Kish's Complete Car Care in Waco has been serving Waco drivers since 1998. Voted #1 auto shop year after year, located on Franklin Avenue, open Monday through Friday. They're open right now, 7:30 to 5:30. Call now for your next repair, thanks to Kish's Complete Car Care Center. Also, thanks to Waco Foundation Repair, thanks to David Maddox. Locally owned and operated, Waco Foundation Repair believes in one principle: one family helping another. They provide a full range of foundation repairs. They don't just do the job, they do it right. WacoFoundationRepair.com. All right, Baylor baseball, the new season begins this weekend at Baylor Ballpark. Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Want to make sure we get that correct. We're excited about that, and we are excited to welcome in Baylor head baseball coach Mitch Thompson joins us now. Mitch, first guest on the first show on this platform. So welcome to you.
So blessed, John. So blessed. Thanks a lot. That's going to go down on my bio now.
Yeah, me too.
That on my bio.
Terrific. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it. Looking forward to the start of the season. I mentioned Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. How great is that to get the partnership with Magnolia?
What an unbelievable deal, right? So excited for Chip and Joanna and their love for Baylor and their love for our program and the plans that we have. It's exciting times. I'm fired up to have Magnolia Field on the ballpark. All day, every day. So it'll be great.
That's really fun. Appreciate them very much. Chip came to Baylor to play baseball, right?
He did.
Back in the day?
He did. My very first year here back in 1995. Chip was a junior college guy trying to make our club, and high energy dude back then too, guys.
Shocking.
It really is. It's been fun watching him build that empire and everything that he and Joanna do over there at Magnolia, and all they mean to Waco. Oh my goodness, what a boost for Waco Chip and Joanna Gaines have been. So we're thankful to have him with us, and yeah, I've known him since he was probably 20 years old. So that's kind of an interesting thing, right?
That's pretty cool. What was the scouting report? What do you remember about the scouting report on young Chip Gaines when he came to Baylor?
He didn't make our club. He wanted to make the club. He tried to make the club. He didn't make the club. And I'll be honest with you. I thought, my gosh, what did we do? He didn't make the team. We cut him back in the day. How did that affect us?
Right.
But high energy guy, showing up, great team guy, the kind of guy that would give his right arm, to play. And so, you loved him you loved his makeup. And it was there were hard decisions to make back then as we were getting sure. So that was one of them.
Sure. Well, let's fast forward to this year's team. One thing I've heard you talk a lot about is the athleticism and the versatility of a lot of those guys. That's a real plus, isn't it?
Well, it is. It's a plus for us. I mean, we've continued to bring in guys that I think fit more the mold of what we're trying to do, and there's better team speed. I think we're going to have some guys that are going to be able to hit balls out of the ballpark. I think we're going to be a little bit more of a dynamic offense and having opportunities to not only hit balls out of the ballpark, hopefully, but hit doubles and triples and create opportunities and run and hit and run, bunt for hit, pressure offense. But there's a lot of, as you're going into the season also, there's so many things that we all as coaches, believe that we know exactly after spending this much time with them. But there's a whole lot of guys that'll step up and do things that will surprise us sometimes. And you go, wow, man, this guy is a gamer. And so we'll just have to see how the whole thing evolves. But I'm excited about our athleticism of our club. Yes.
What's the makeup of the team? I think 37 players, 20 are returning players. Does that sound right?
Correct. We've got 20 returners, 17 newcomers. Of our 17 newcomers, 9 are true freshmen. 4 junior college guys and 4 Division I transfer guys. I'd say about our 20 newcomers, though, but in that group of 20 newcomers, there's at least, or 20 returners, there's at least 3 guys that were redshirted last year. So, we have 20 new players basically that have never played before for in a Division I game and never played for Baylor before. So, it's there's things that we're going to learn, and there's things that we're going to see from players that maybe we hope to expect to see, and that'll really fire us up. Man, that was even better than what we thought. And then there's going to be some guys that'll surprise us for sure when they get their opportunities. So we're really excited to get this thing started, though.
Nice honor for Travis Sanders from the Big 12 last week.
Yeah, he's an all pick preseason all Big 12 guy, and that's a fun thing for us. Last year Tyreek was the all Big 12 shortstop, and this year our preseason all Big 12 shortstop is our guy as well, and Travis. And Travis had a nice year for us last year. We're expecting even bigger things from him this year. He's continued to develop, continued to improve and mature. He's been a lot of fun to have around at practice, and how he's going about it, his communication, his leadership. There's a whole lot of good things happening there with Travis.
Good. What about your arms? How do you feel about your staff, the depth there, starters and relievers?
Yeah, I think we're deeper on the mound than we've been. The one thing that I really like about our pitching staff is that we have guys who fill up the strike zone with multiple pitches. I mean, they're fastball, curveball, slider, cutter, change, whatever their repertoire is. There's 3 or 4 pitches that they're able to throw for strikes, command the zone, attack. And so I feel like we also have a lot of different variants in our staff. They don't all look the same. They're not all 6'6", right-handed, throwing the same stuff. We've got guys who come over the top. We've got guys who are side armors. We've got left-handers that do this. We've got right-handers that have kind of crazy metrics with their release points and their angle of their pitches, and so there's a lot of different variants there. That's going to be it's going to give us opportunities to kind of mix and match and fill it in. And but I'm excited about our arms. I think we're deeper than we've been, and after last year making an improvement of 2 full points in ERA, from a 6.5 to a 4.5, I'm excited to see what this group can do as we get started this year.
What was the streak last year of left-handed starters in a row?
I think 42 or 43. Right
yeah,
now,
crazy.
Which is, I've never, that was a fun thing about last year's group, to be honest with you. I mean, I've been a part of college baseball 35, 36 years. I've never seen anything like that. And so, we'll see. We'll see. But the streak's going to come to an end this opening weekend. So we won't be talking about it anymore. We've got opportunities to have some guys who can do that and who can start for us, but that are left-handed. But we've got some right-handers that are going to get the ball this year.
Gotcha. And some veteran guys coming back there. Do you know yet, or how do you see maybe some of the newcomers fitting into the rotation?
Yeah, no, I think that this opening weekend we're going to go Lucas Davenport on Friday. Lucas, was a high leverage, big time, guy for us, first guy out of the bullpen for us last year. It was valuable for us that way. He's kind of earned the right to do this, so he's going to go on Friday. We're going to go Ethan Calder on Saturday as a start. And then Cade Hansen is transfer from Wisconsin Whitewater will start on Sunday. So those 3 guys will start for us this weekend. And then we'll just go from there and keep adding on and seeing how the guys all perform and what we think's the best thing for the club.
Mitch Thompson, our guest, Baylor head baseball coach. I said this earlier, you can sometimes set your watch by a cold front coming in at the start of baseball season. That's happened a lot through the years. Maybe not a cold front, but you may be dodging some raindrops this weekend.
Looks like Saturday might be a little tough day for us to figure it out, but we'll get it worked out. And as well as I do, none of us know what it's going to happen around here weather-wise until just before it happens. So we're excited about the weather we've had. We've had great weather this spring. other than the 3 or 4 days that we were fighting that ice, other than that, it's been phenomenal, and been able to get outside a ton and inter squad a bunch. And so it's been great. And we're looking for good weather this weekend as well.
So that's New Mexico State coming in this weekend. What are some of the other highlights of your schedule this year?
Yeah, we're going to go New Mexico State opening weekend. We always play great midweek opponents, but they're usually from around the state of Texas and here close, and we'll have those guys as well during the midweeks. But opening weekend is New Mexico State. Weekend 2, we're down at Round Rock at the Carbosh Invitational. And we'll be playing Oregon State on Friday night down there. Saturday, Purdue from the Big Ten. And then Sunday will be Southern Miss. So 2 top 25 teams there. The following weekend, we go to the Bruce Bolt College Tournament down in Houston at the old, the professional ballpark, Dyken Field. Is that it now?
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
Yeah. And we'll play down there, and we'll play Ole Miss on Friday, University of Texas Saturday, and then UTSA on Sunday. So follow that up with Air Force before we start conference. So four really good weekends, 2 of them here at home, 2 of them in tournament play against great opponents. So those 4 weekends will flat challenge us. We'll learn a lot about our club. We'll be ready to face whatever we're going to face in the conference, and the Big 12 conference is I think continuing to get better and better and better. I think last year we got 8 bids in our league, and I hope this year we're fighting for even more. So I think our league is a really competitive, good league, and so the schedule's exciting.
Mitch, you mentioned the improvement in your pitching staff from 2 years ago to last year. Unbelievable improvement there. ERA, two runs per game better. But that's Sean Snedeker, your pitching coach. But your entire staff is back. And, man, you've got such a good staff. Baylor guys and a few others, but the continuity there, you've got a great staff around you.
Yeah, I'm blessed. I'm incredibly blessed, and I think we're blessed as a Baylor baseball program to have the staff that we have. Helping us with our offense and our position player defense is Zach Dillon and Jim Blair. So you got 2 former Bear, great baseball players here. They work really well together. They basically are in charge of our position players, and they do a great job with those guys. And no one could love this program more and be more bought in than those 2 guys for sure. Then on the pitching side of things, we've got Sean Snedeker, obviously, who you mentioned, who did such a great job. And, you talk about the ERA drop last year, but also, going from 200 and something in the country in walks per 9 innings to 6th. And lo and behold, it translates to a lower ERA. So, guys are there, but we've got Sean Snedeker and Brian Furlong that together work on the pitching side of things. And Furlong is our director of pitching and player development, and our analytics and our video, and those guys work well together. And then to top it off, Darren Thomas, a 30+ year veteran of college baseball and really good friend, and DT's we've had actually the gloves lifted off by the NCAA, where Furlong and DT can actually coach now. The NCAA's granted a waiver for those guys to coach. Before, what they had to do is really coach the coaches so that we could coach our players. And so now they can actually, coach the players as well. So those are good things for us. And between those 5 guys there and Dan Darcy, our strength coach, incredibly blessed. The buy-in, the commitment, the love for these kids, and the love for the program in Baylor is off the chart, and we're thankful for all of them.
That's tremendous. One final thought, and we'll let you go and get back to work. Your guys are getting it done on the field. They're getting it done in the classroom also, aren't they?
Have for a long time, John. Probably 30 years of 3.0 or better GPAs as a team here. And the fun part about seeing that and the value of that is then seeing the guys come back year after year after year that have great paying jobs, that are doing phenomenally out there with their families as they're, turning 40 and 45. some of them probably almost pushing
right.
To see the success that they've been able to have in life has been fun. But yeah, our guys are doing a phenomenal job in the classroom as well. I mean, they're great kids, great group of guys. I mean, we had a team GPA, I think, of 3.48 this fall. 37 guys on a college campus that want to try and go to Omaha, that's their goal and where they're shooting for. To be a 3.48 says a whole lot about their character, about their makeup, about their commitment to excellence. And I think that's the second best overall GPA that Baylor baseball's ever had for a semester. Last year, we set the record with a 3.52 in the fall. So these guys are they're preparing. I can tell you they're preparing, and when baseball, when it is over for them and they have to hang up the cleats, they'll be prepared to go out and be productive citizens, be able to take care of their families. And I'm proud of their commitment for that.
Yeah, well done. Well, thanks for the visit. We appreciate it. Look forward to you'll be with us on the Coaches Show on Thursday and then the season opener on Friday. And thanks for being on with us this morning.
John, I appreciate it. All Baylor Nation, can't wait to see you at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Let's pack that place out. Let's get this thing rolling. Let's have a great spring together. We're really excited and can't wait to see you there on Friday.
Terrific. Thanks, Mitch.
Bye-bye.
Mitch Thompson, Baylor head baseball coach. New season begins this weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday series at home at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark, hosting New Mexico State. We'll watch the weather and see, but they'll begin on Friday evening at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. Thanks to Mitch. What a great, you think about his background now back at Baylor. Was here 18 years as an assistant coach with Steve Smith, and then left and had great success at MCC, including a national championship in 2021, a junior college World Series championship, and then was the right guy at the right time to bring back to Baylor. And I mentioned it with Mitch, but his staff is just so good. Gosh, those guys are good. And Jim Blair and Zach Dillon, nobody more Baylor than those guys. And they all work so well together. And the results, you can see it in the classroom and on the field. And great staff and a great program you can be proud of. Hopeful of really big crowds coming up at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark beginning this weekend. Thanks to Coach Thompson. We appreciate him. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll wrap things up, look ahead from this first hour, first show, John Morris Show, presented by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank, Central Texas.
For anyone that's in the car buying mode or looking for a car right now or a truck, I would definitely come by Allen Samuels, get to know the people here like I have, how well I'm taking care of the dealership and how well, service and any kind of warranty issues and those sort of things. Because of the way they take care of me, it's made me a Ram driver. And so I don't think they'd want to go anywhere else if they came here. Like Allen Samuels always said, Waco has a lot to offer, and so do we at Allen Samuels Dodge, Chrysler, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Come by, let's be friends.
It's a great meditation sport. It's just yourself. You get out here, feeling the rhythm, feeling the rhyme. It's a good time.
Gives me the opportunity to hang out with the fellas for about 5 hours, and I get some solitude, relaxation, and a great time. Malban Golf.
As life goes on, it settles into patterns. But it doesn't have to go that way. You just have to do one thing. Get out of the house. Get out of your comfort zone. Leave room for the unexpected.
American Tourister.
Is your vehicle in need of service or repairs? Visit Freddie Kish's Complete Car Care Center and get 10% off with a valid student ID. With ASE certified technicians, you can trust Freddie Kish to provide excellent service. Offering complete car care services, foreign and domestic, from general maintenance to major repairs, Freddie Kish has got you covered. You can rest assured you're in good hands. Awarded the ASE Blue Seal of Excellence, quality is a guarantee. So hurry over to Freddie Kish's Complete Car Care Center.
For those who want the best, look no further than the Founders Series by Louisiana Grills. If you want the best food, then you need the best grill. Louisiana Grills.
At DeCampley's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
And back, wrap things up on the inaugural John Morris Show here on Rogue Media Network, presented by the Brazos Landing and by Alliance Bank. Thanks to Coach Mitch Thompson for being on with us. Look ahead, Glenn Moore will be with us tomorrow in this hour. Glenn, Baylor softball coach, beginning his 26th season as head coach at Baylor of Baylor softball. All-time winningest coach in any sport in Baylor history, to which Glenn would add, I've also lost more games than anyone in Baylor history. But softball had their season begin this weekend, 4-1 through the Getterman Classic, and we'll visit with Glenn Moore coming up tomorrow, and hope you can be with us then. A couple of other things to mention before we wrap things up and say so long for today. Of course, the Super Bowl was yesterday. Hope you enjoyed that. If you were hoping for a good, close, down-to-the-wire game, you didn't get that, but Seattle was the choice by most to win, and they did. But fun to watch. And Garrett and I were talking before we went on the air. I didn't have a dog in the hunt. I thought Seattle would win. Usually my rooting interest in a Super Bowl would be if there's any Baylor guys on either of the teams, and there wasn't, Seattle or New England this year. But I do like to watch, and I like to watch how the sausage is made, sort of, you know what I mean? Like the job that NBC does broadcasting the game, and not just the game, but the entire very lengthy pregame. They did a great job. Gosh, it was so good. And that was fun to see. So well done by NBC. That now moves right into the Olympics, which had the opening ceremony on Friday evening. And how about Mike Tirico? He calls a Super Bowl and turns around and flies to Italy to be the main host of the NBC Olympic coverage there. So pretty cool and fun to watch. And then the Olympics continue, and it seems like every year it's the same for me. You get to the Olympics and I think, it's the Winter Olympics. I don't really care that much. And I watched a little bit of the opening ceremony on Friday night, and then nothing else over the weekend. But then it draws you in, as the Olympics continue. The more I find myself turning over or finding something or looking for results or what's the medal count. USA has 2 gold medals already, and there's that competition, USA versus the world. But it always draws me in. And that's the Winter Olympics, the Summer Olympics. I am all in from day one. I think I just maybe relate to or like those sports a little bit more, including especially track and field. But the Winter Olympics are continuing. Bad break, so to speak, for Lindsey Vonn, who went in with a torn ACL and then broke her leg on her first run the other night. So really, really tough news there. But fun to see the Olympics underway and see how Team USA does over the next couple of weeks. Hey, we do appreciate you being with us today. Thank you very much. Honored to be to share this time with you. Thanks to Brandon McGinnis, our producer, and Garrett Ross, our producer on site here. And thanks to you for being with us. We'll be back tomorrow, same bat time, same bat channel. Check it out on YouTube, the archive of today's inaugural show, the John Morris Show on the Rogue Media Network, presented by the Brazos Landing and Alliance Bank. Have a wonderful Monday, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Alliance Bank Central Texas understands that banking is about people. From first accounts to business growth, they actively partner with Central Texas businesses and families to help meet their financial goals. A variety of online products and services make banking easy without compromising the personalized banking experiences they are known for. Customer-focused banking isn't just what they do, it's who they are. Alliance Bank Central Texas, serving Central Texas across 7 convenient locations and at alliancebanktexas.com. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Enjoy a quiet atmosphere with beautiful river views at Brazos Landing. Located in Waco along the Brazos River across from McLean Stadium and close to downtown Waco. Open for lunch and dinner Tuesday through Sunday. Enjoy yummy crab cakes, oysters Rockefeller, seafood gumbo, braised beef short rib, prime New York steaks, chicken dishes, and more. Plus a delicious dessert menu. Check them out at brazoslanding.com.
At DeCampley's Italian Ristorante, we are committed to providing an authentic Italian experience. Through exceptional service, delicious food, and a family environment, we want our guests to create memories that they will want to share with their family and friends. Open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday, closed on Sundays. Make your reservation today. Check us out on Facebook and at decampleys.com.
My name is David Maddox, owner of Waco Foundation Repair. I've been in business right at 20 years, incorporated since 2003, and nonstop, very busy business to be in. We stay plenty busy with this good old Central Texas ground that constantly moves and does its thing. If you think you have foundation repair issues, call Waco Foundation Repair today.
Is your vehicle in need of service or repairs? Visit Freddie Kish's Complete Car Care Center and get 10% off with a valid student ID. With ASE certified technicians, you can trust Freddie Kish to provide excellent service. Offering complete car care services, foreign and domestic, from general maintenance to major repairs, Freddie Kish has got you covered. You can rest assured you're in good hands. Awarded the ASE Blue Seal of Excellence, quality is a guarantee. So hurry over to Freddie Kish's Complete Car Care Center